Hello everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be talking about why I loved and hated The Happiness Project by Gretchen Rubin. What this book is about is Gretchen Rubin goes on a happiness project for a year. Every month she sets different goals for herself and she works to fulfill those goals throughout the month and to make herself a happier and more fulfilled person. In the book she says a happiness project is an approach to changing your life. First is the preparation stage, when you identify what brings you joy, satisfaction, and engagement, and also what brings you guilt, anger, boredom, and remorse. Second is the making of resolutions, when you identify the concrete actions that will boost your happiness. Then comes the interesting part, keeping the resolutions. And I think it's a great idea. I think everyone should have a happiness project. Everyone should try to set goals for themselves that make them happier and try to set goals that take away things that waste time or make you not as happy. When I bought this book, I was on this huge self-help book kick. I'm still on it. Still loving all those self-help books, bettering yourself as a person, all good things. The book looked perfect. And actually it was a really good book to add to the self-help book journey and great book to read for the journey. But it just rubbed me the wrong way at some point. And I know it rubbed a lot of other people the wrong way too. I went on Goodreads and people felt like this book was very insincere. Something about the author's tone was just very irritating. Don't get me wrong, Gretchen Rubin seems like a great person. I don't know, maybe it's just her writing style. This book just felt very, I don't know what the word is. She kind of annoyed me in the nicest way possible. Just sometimes the things she'd say, I was like, do you really need a happiness? Like, do you need to write a book about this? I don't know. One of her goals for one of the months was to not nag her husband about stuff or not get mad at her husband about little things, which, we all do that sometimes. It is a good goal. I don't know, I don't know. And some of it just felt really unrealistic as well. As a student, I would love to do a happiness project. I'd love to do this kind of thing, keep track of my goals. I have tried to start keeping track of my goals, it's easy. You can keep a gratitude journal, that doesn't take a lot. But some of it, is really easy to do for someone who has a decent amount of money and a lot of free time because you are a freelance writer and you're already very established, so you have money in the bank that you can spend on painting classes, or drawing classes. That was one of her other things she did in this. In no way am I saying that happiness projects can only be done by people who have a lot of money, or they can't be done by people who don't have money. That's not the case at all. But just some of her things in here, I wish she had gone with a more realistic route. Happiness Project is a great idea and it can be super beneficial to people, but not everyone is willing to rake out the big bucks to do it, and not everyone has the means to rake out the big bucks to do it. So I wish she had gone a better route with the money, with the paying for happiness. Happiness projects are a great idea. I just wish she had gone about the book different. I wish the tone was different. It kind of also just felt like a research project at some points, or like a research paper, which, I didn't think was a horrible part of the book, but I just wish there was a little more. I wish there was a little less of her. I did like her 12 commandments though. I did like those. She did a good job on that. I think my biggest problem with it was her tone. The way she wrote things. She just came off as really, really, really pretentious in some points. And that really threw me off because this is supposed to be, you know, a happiness project book. But I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it to people. I would recommend trying to do a happiness project. I would definitely recommend looking up, you know, how to do a happiness project. Look up her blog, like explaining how to start a happiness project. I would definitely recommend that, but I wouldn't recommend her book. Follow someone else's happiness project. I'm sure there are hundreds of blogs online with other people doing happiness projects, so you should definitely check those out. Yeah, don't get this book. It's not really worth it, but look up how to make your own happiness project. That is definitely a great thing to do. So, yeah, don't read this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye!